This legislation affects a fifth of the U.S. economy and millions of Americans. Don't you think it was important to actually sit down and read the language of this bill?
You know, I have to rely on my staff, and I could probably tell you that I read every word, and I wouldn't be telling you the truth, nor would any other member.
Nobody read it. It's only hours old. Some people don't even know what it is. $1.3 trillion. It's the second largest ever.
They have just released the tax bill. It is about 500 pages, and they want us to vote on this thing in about an hour.
Hi everyone, my name is Roberto Iturralde, a Chainlink Community Advocate member, and I'm proud to introduce to you OpenTruth. Now, based on the intro video that you just watched, you can see the challenge that our politicians are facing when reading and voting on the bills that will impact all of us. Now, OpenTruth has the solution for this. The solution is to pass the bill's text to an AI that has been programmed to read and answer questions based solely on that document. Now, that document source must be authentic and verifiable. It is considered authentic if it comes from the official source of the United States Congress website. In order to reach this data, Chainlink Functions will be used to fetch data in a cryptographically verifiable way. For this project, Chainlink Functions has been modified to accept dynamic arguments, allowing for any bills to be verified at any time with no effort from the user end whatsoever. This is the homepage that users will be introduced to when they go to OpenTruth. To get started, go to the service page, where you will be presented with a list of bills that has been sourced straight from the United States Congress website. Browse around to find which one interests you and select it. This is where the magic happens. Right now, Next.js is checking if this bill has been verified before, which it hasn't. So it has initiated a Chainlink Functions request to get the bill source data, which is why the transaction hash and the verified URL are unpopulated at the moment. So we are going to have to wait. Not too long. The transaction hash just came in. So if we check it out, we come to see that this is true. The functions request has just initiated. So now we're going to wait on the verified URL, which is the response from the Chainlink Functions consumer contract. If we scroll down, we can see more information about the bill and the verification purposes, and we can see that the functions has just returned and we get a bill. To verify that this is the same one from the consumer contract, we can head over to the functions consumer contract, see the last response, get the bytes, head over to a decoder, paste, and we can see that this bill is the same as this bill that we have here, which is the same one up here. If we click it, we can see that this is the bill text source. And from this title, the Visa Reform and Other Reauthorization Act of 2023 is the same one as here. So we have successfully verified the source of this. Now we can confidently copy this prompt that has been modified for us. Go to the AI of our choosing. Paste it. And now we can interact with it any way we want. As mentioned before, any bill can be verified using functions without any effort from the user. Simply head back to the service page, select any bill that you're interested in, and functions will do the rest. Now let's look at the code. From the selected bill page, Next.js will want to check to see if the bill has already been verified. If it hasn't, it will have to call Chainlink Functions. It will create these 3 dynamic arguments, which is all you need to find any bill in the system. It will mount the dynamic arguments into the fetch function that will be used to call the Express API point. In the Express API server, once it gets called, it will execute this node console command that will trigger the function's request script and pass in these dynamic arguments. In the function's request script, it will load in these dynamic arguments and it will use it to modify or rewrite the source file before officially mounting it into the request transaction for the Chainlink consumer contract. In the source file, we will see that the URL has been designed to have placeholders to make it easily rewritable by the Chainlink Functions request script that we just saw. As you can see, the implications are great for politicians, citizens, lawyers, or any other law institution that needs to comprehensively read the bill. Thank you so much.